Today's social media segment is brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality.
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. And you know, it's one of those times in life when we know that there are good people in our area, but it's when people all over the state, all over the country, recognize the great value and the number of people that really are outstanding in our area. That's when we can feel awfully proud. As welcome back to the program, Dirk Guidry. Dirk, thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you, Keith. I sure appreciate y'all having me here.
Absolutely, absolutely. So listen, we all went through a difficult time. Ida was one of the worst things we've ever dealt with, but SBA came down to help. SBA is part of the national program to kind of help out. You got along really well with them.
I sure did. You know, I mean, they helped the small businesses out, and did a lot of other stuff. You know what I mean? They really came forward and helped out people.
They did, but they also recognized some of the things you were doing as well.
They sure did. You know, probably about 6 months after the hurricane, I had a call from a Mr. Kumar that's with SBA out of California, and he told me that they were recognizing me and putting me up for a Phoenix Award.
Okay.
So, you know. I was shocked. I'm honored and humbled that, you know, I'm an individual that they picked to do this, you know.
Yeah. And so the Phoenix Award itself, the Office of Disaster Recovery Resilience has identified the Phoenix Award is for outstanding contributions to disaster recovery by a public official, and they named you as that public official.
Yes, sir, and I'm honored because this year I'm the only public official out of the whole United States that they're honoring with this award.
Well, and we know we've got lots of really good people, but it's really nice to see other people come in and say, you know what, this guy does outstanding work and should be honored for it, and that's through the national organization, but they're also acknowledging you on a state level as well.
Yes, sir, they sure are. I'm going to receive this award April the 28th in Washington, D.C., and I think it's on the 3rd of May. They're honoring me in Baton Rouge also.
Baton Rouge. Wow. Well, tell me a little bit, walk me through this. I know you said you got the phone call from Kumar about it. Tell me a little bit about your thoughts that went into that after this phone call.
Well, you know, Keith, I'm honored and humbled very much to have this award.
Right.
It's not just me that did it, though. You know, there's so many people that helped me to do what we could do for our people. I mean, my hero in all this, and should be right on the side of him, is Steve Ponville. You know what I mean? Steve went above and beyond to help me to get what I needed for my people. You know, Roddy LaReal, Greg Harding.
Right.
Whatever I asked for, they got for me. Angela Guidry with purchasing at the time, and so many, Kevin Williams with the Cajun Army. I mean, there's so many people that I'm receiving this award, but I'm receiving it with them also in my heart, because without them, they're my heroes.
Yeah, and the parish itself, you know, Gordy, all of those people that just really did what they could to be a support.
Right, and I was never told no for anything that I asked for, and I asked for a lot, and I was never told no one time. So I got to give it to his administration, you know, Mr. Dove's administration. They did an awesome job, and they really helped me to provide for the people that I represented.
Yeah. You know, the other thing that I guess really kind of has to make you feel good is that they have people come down here, and we've heard this time and again about Ida. It said, you know, it was one of the worst things to ever happen, but you couldn't tell from how the people took care of each other.
No, we did. We took care of each other. But, you know, people were so grateful just to have a bag of ice at that time, you know.
Yeah, a mop, a broom.
Yes, anything.
Whatever it was.
And you know, also, you know, I'd like to thank is the Missouri National Guard that came in down here and helped us. They worked hand in hand with me for a month. And upon them leaving, they wanted to make sure that, and they kept asking me for a few times, are you going to be here tomorrow? I said, I've been here every day. Why shouldn't I be here tomorrow? Well, when they were getting ready to leave on the bus, they told me to come to the back of the building at the Ward 7, and they had a full military ceremony. And they presented me with an award, a medal that they hardly ever give out to anybody else.
Oh, my goodness.
And also the Texas Fallen. It's a big organization out of Texas Fallen. they were so impressed, with what I did, that they presented me upon getting ready to leave with the American flag flown over the United States Capitol. So, there's a lot of people that came forward, and helped.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? There's a lot of people that helped, but there were the people that went above and beyond. And I think it's quite honest and fair to say that you were one of those people that went way above.
Well, when I went to the pod and started off taking helping with that pod setup, I mean, I've never done it before in my life, and we had to do what we had to do. And when we got the pod running real well, we had a lot of other councilmen from Terrebonne Parish coming and seeing how we would do it. We had council people from Lafourche Parish coming to Ward 7 and showing to see how we were doing, because they heard how much of a great job we were doing.
Right. Yeah, and just a lot of times it's kind of like the thing that we did here with getting state campers to come in instead of waiting on FEMA. Again, sometimes when there's difficult times, call for difficult measures, and we do whatever we have to do. There were a lot of things that I think took place that we kind of set a standard for.
Right, and you got to think outside of the box.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Even outside of the metal box, right?
Right, yeah, because if we'd have had to go through the channels, every channel to get everything that I needed, in Chauvin, it would never happen.
Never gotten
Never happen,
Right.
And one thing I'd like to mention also, there was a young woman and a young gentleman with the Air Force National Guard, not National Guard, but Air Force Reserve out of New Iberia. And I don't remember their names, but I love them to death, because they were the only ones I had for the first few days, and they did whatever I asked for.
Gotcha. Well, again, we want to congratulate you again, Dirk Guidry, who is a 2024 Phoenix Award for contributions to district recovery by a public official, and achievements are being recognized both in Washington, D.C., and also at the state capitol in Baton Rouge, and that people are recognizing you for this award. And we want to congratulate you and thank you again for all the hard work that's been done.
Thank you, Keith. I sure appreciate it, and if it would happen tomorrow, I'd do it again tomorrow. Even though I'm not a public official tomorrow, I'd jump right in there with them.
We know that you would. We thank you, Dirk. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and that will do it for this particular segment of Bayou Time. Don't go anywhere. A whole lot more local programming right here on HTV.
All right, Keith.